Hey everybody, an interview for you today. This person here needs no introduction to my longtime subscribers. New subscribers might remember her from season 6 of The Voice. The person I have been privileged to listen to sing and get to know over the last year. Ddendyl Hoyt. Glad we made some time to do this. First of all, just tell people where we are tonight and what you're up to.
Sure. So tonight I'm at the M Resort. I'm singing inside the wine cellar called Hostel Grape. It's a mix of cover music and originals for about 4 hours.
Cool. Now, just a little biographical information from you. Just where you were born, where you grew up.
Sure. So I was born in South Carolina and raised in Western New York. I've traveled a lot of places. I've basically been moving around my whole life trying to chase the dream of, becoming a successful musician. So I've lived in Traverse City, Michigan, and Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles, New York City, DC, and now Las Vegas.
And one thing that's always impressed me about you is your knowledge of the classical tunes, and just tell everybody who your kind of idol is and your early influences.
Sure. Well, I started off actually as an opera singer, so I sang opera for 10 years, and that gave me some really great training.
That explains a few things.
And that's why I'm very loud. But my idols are Johnny Cash and Reba McEntire, and I not only aspire to have their type of career, but also the charisma and class that they've carried in their careers as well. I think that's a really important part in being, a successful singer in the public light.
Okay, well, I know the legend of Ddendyl Hoyt is she taught herself how to play piano at 8 years old by listening to Johnny Cash. Is that
not by listening to Johnny Cash.
Okay.
No, I taught myself how to play piano based on what I was studying vocally. So if I, when my vocal coach had given me a piece to learn, I would, because I could read music already, because I'd studied the violin. I did not teach myself the violin, but I studied the violin, I studied the oboe. So by the time I got to piano, I'd already learned how to read music, which was that was like the most critical part. And then I got some guidance here and there from people in my life that already played piano, but for the most part, I taught myself. And so I would take one of those pieces that I was studying, and I would just go note by note and measure by measure and learn it to the, until I could actually play it properly. So it took a long time, but
cool.
It was worth it.
All right, let's talk about The Voice now.
Okay.
That was about 3 years ago?
Oh, man. Well, let's see. It aired in 2014, so we're in, 2017?
Yes,
yeah,
I believe so.
3 years ago.
Okay.
About to be 4 years ago.
Does that seem like just yesterday or a lifetime ago?
A lifetime ago. It's been, I've done a lot of things since The Voice. So, when you get off a show like that, things move pretty quickly for you. And so for the first couple years, I traveled a lot, toured a lot, had a lot of contracts all over the country. And time goes really, really fast when you're really, really busy. So
do you look at that experience as just a stepping stone in your career, or are you always happy to be associated with The Voice? Or a mixture?
I don't.
Good question.
I wouldn't say that I'm unhappy being associated, because The Voice was a great opportunity and a great experience. So I'm very happy being associated with The Voice. But on the same hand, I would say that it's more of a stepping stone, because it certainly hasn't made me who I am as an artist, and it's certainly not really the force that's been driving my career thus far. It was, like I said, a great opportunity, a great experience, and it's a really awesome thing to put on the resume.
Sure, I understand that.
Yeah.
Any songs that you really wanted to sing, but how does that work? What songs can you sing on those?
Okay, so I don't think it's any secret at this point that, the show, if they don't necessarily pick the song for you, they guide you to what song they want you to sing. There are definitely some songs that I would have picked instead of what I had sung on the show.
Wild Horses, maybe?
Wild Horses was definitely one of them. I I actually, they had given us a list of songs, and Wild Horses was on it, and I had consistently said that I wanted to sing Wild Horses on the show, and when I got the list of songs, I kind of second guessed myself, and I didn't put it on the list because I, at that point, had kind of seen where my journey was going on the show, and I didn't know if that song would make sense anymore. But I wish I had, because I think that if I had put that as one of the songs that I wanted to sing moving forward, this was like 3 rounds in, that I would have maybe stayed a little longer. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, the first night I heard you sing that song, Wild Horses,
Uh-huh.
I was stunned.
Thank you.
Stunned.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It's a great song.
Speaking of like musical competitions, Nash Next, you got some big things coming up?
So I am a finalist for the Nash Next New York, and there's 10 finalists. They narrowed it down from a very long list, so that was quite an accomplishment, just by itself. I fly there actually this coming week, and I'll be competing against those 10 finalists with 2 songs. And if I win, then I move on to the big, Nash Next competition that's all of the regions, and I believe that's in Nashville.
And that is based on your original songs, right?
It'll be 1 original and 1 cover.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now, just your overall thoughts of being a musical performer in Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, I don't have any complaints. I work a lot here. This city, gives me a lot of great opportunities, keeps me very busy. I love when I'm performing at the Link, because even though it looks like street performing, it's not actually street performing. I am, a contracted employee, and what I love so much about that particular venue is that I can be completely myself, and my jeans and t-shirts and baseball caps, and sing country music all night long, and everybody's good with that. But on the same hand, it's always nice to switch it up. And some of my other contracts, like here, is definitely more of a classy establishment, and we dress the part, we sing the type of music that makes sense. Vegas is fun. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of competition here. You need to work hard and be the best musician you can be, or people don't want to work with you. So, I think that's something that I'm always keeping in mind, is if I want to stay busy, I need to, stay working hard. But so far it's been great. There's definitely places to go in the city, and bigger casinos and bigger opportunities, bigger showrooms. We're trying to switch into more of the full band shows, which would be amazing. I have a great country band here. We're called Ddendyl and the High Rollers. It's all cover country songs. And
you can find them on my channel.
Yeah, yes you can. And a few originals we throw in there, and we're trying to build that and get that going, so that the solo stuff is still good, but the band stuff is just really fun. So
yes.
That's
I know you enjoy that.
If staying in Vegas is what I end up doing, that's where I wanna go. But for now, we're still really pushing the single that just came out, Where I Come From, and that's the music video's out, and then there's a couple live performances. Yep, music video's out, and we're doing everything we can to get that buzz started and build some momentum off of that.
Now, when you put out a music video so beautiful like that, is it when you're done with it, the whole process, is that when the anxiety starts, or does once you're totally done with the whole process, do you kind of relax and just kind of
I don't think there's any relaxing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Dolly Parton said it best. She said it's a really, I'm paraphrasing, mind you, it's a really hard and long struggle to the top, and once you get to the top, it's a very hard, long struggle to stay at the top, because there's always going to be something trying to knock you down. So there's no relaxing ever. If you want to keep your career, going higher, and and once you get to the top, stay on top. There's no such thing as relaxing. I'll relax when I'm retired.
Quick question. Callie Tucker, Ryan White Maloney, friends from The Voice? Is it nice
Good friends
having
of ours.
them in town?
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly specifically, Kelly and I have maintained a really good friendship after The Voice. Ryan and I, we're still friends. We don't communicate as much. He's got a lot going on. He's a very busy guy, very talented. So, which is why he's so busy. Kelly's also very busy, so I don't get to see her a lot. But we've maintained a good friendship.
Now, I know you're in Nashville in April.
Yes.
And you met Mr. Garth Brooks.
Not April. It was not April. It was February.
February.
Yes.
I get my I get confused.
Yeah, I think
easily.
you're thinking of August because I was in Alabama in August for a show, and I was supposed to go to Nashville, but I didn't go to Nashville.
All right, but anyway, you
Yes.
met Mr. Garth Brooks.
I did.
Do you get starstruck still, or does that kind of?
Yeah, I mean, not with everyone, but there's certain people that I think that you're never going to be too famous to not be starstruck by them. Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, Dolly Parton, Brooks and Dunn, the big heavy hitters that have been around for a really long time, that have basically paved the roads in modern country music. I think that, I'm always going to be slightly starstruck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one quick last question. I know you're a baseball fan.
Yeah.
Are you finding time to follow the pennant race? Are the Nationals going to do what they need to do?
We have won 92 games as of tonight. We are. So at the beginning of the season, we were expected to be in the World Series. I think that is probably going to happen. But you never know. The playoffs are a completely different animal than the regular season. So we'll see. I'm holding out hope and just keeping my fingers crossed. I'm not getting too excited yet, but we still have a long way to go before we're in the series. So.
Well, this person has sang the national anthem before a few national games.
I have.
Yes.
I have. Mm-hmm.
That
So
always
I'm an
impresses
honorary
me.
team member.
Yes. All right. Just very quickly, where else can we see you around Vegas?
So I'm here at the M. I'm at Santa Fe Casino. I am. Where else am I? I'm at the Cromwell. I pop in and out of Mandalay Bay and also Hard Rock Casino. So I'm kind of everywhere. The best place to find where I'm going to be is to check my website. It's just Ddendyl.com. It's very simple, and my show dates are usually always updated. So
Usually, and if they're not, I usually remind you to update those, right?
if they're not, it's either because I have a lot
Right.
of private events
Yes.
going on, and it's just the regular shows are sometimes hard to keep up with because there's so many of them. But if it's not on my website, I do try to put it on my Instagram.
Well,
So
I know
that
you
helps.
are a very busy person, and follow this person online.
Please do.
Subscribe to her on YouTube, and thanks a lot for doing this
You're
interview.
very welcome. Thank
All right.
you.
You have a nice night.
Thank
Get back
you.
to
You too.
performing.